In this episode, we start thinking about that final city and we start planning out the infrastructure to get us there. We also look at how to build an amazing 3-level interchange for your highway network in workers and resources. Stay tuned! Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Ultima Grad over here is growing really nicely over here. I'm saying over here a lot. And and I've added some more stuff as well. So have a look over here. I've added, I am saying over here a lot. I can't believe it. Okay. So we are building a lot of additional residential components over here. Again, and this is a school and some shopping and some sporting facilities and a few kindergartens, and we'll fill up this a little bit more. This one over here is all filled up and looking pretty good. We can add some other stuff in here also, but yeah, all in all, it's growing. The lag is starting to become a bit of a problem. Even though we are still under the 200k mark and we got pretty close, we did see a few people. Ooh, traffic is still a bit of a challenge. Look at this. Look at this. These roundabouts that I built, I had a great idea with them, but they seem to be too challenging. And some of these things might just be because of the way it's all set up over here. But yes, it is a challenge. I mean, look at that. We may have to, and over here there is absolutely nothing, and on this side there is absolutely nothing. So it's just about a lot of traffic trying to get in and out of this area. And I do wonder whether the whole one-way setup is the right approach. And maybe if we just and let's slow it down a tad. Maybe if we just maybe it's the one-ways. Maybe if we just make it slightly different. But with all of these vehicles, I don't think that's going to be as feasible. So these guys getting through there, I kind of like this setup. It feels like it's okay on this side. This is probably more problematic than it's any good because of it's pretty slow going through there. So I may have to rejig some of these things as well. So we sorted out this problem, and now we've just kind of moved it on, which is ironic. Well, it's not ironic. It's exactly how traffic works. You fix one bottleneck and it kind of moves on to the next one. Here we are creating some new road sections, and these roads I'll just let the guys build themselves because there are ways of going around. And the guys are building all of these facilities. I'll add some more stuff over here also, and we'll continue with that. Now, moving up over here, I keep saying it and now I can't stop hearing it. I've ran an additional power line up here, and it's done. And the intent is the COP26 conference is underway in Glasgow at the moment, and we're trying to save the world, the environment, being more environmentally friendly and the likes. So what we'll do in what I thought I'd do is I'd actually switch off the coal power plants. I know we still have tons of pollution, and now we can actually see the pollution. So we've got a 41% pollution rating, which is high, I think. I wonder if we switch this off, whether we're gonna see any changes to that. So I brought in a line of power over here, so that we can try and replicate, switch off this one. So let's see if I go and, so hang on, let's do this a little bit. Well, we should be able to just switch off everything. So let's do that. So let me switch this off. Okay, so I'm going to switch off this coal power plant over here because we are making a commitment to go green or greener over here. So let's switch that, take off this one. So I've got the two pieces that I can use. I will connect that, and we'll connect that. This is coming from our nuclear plant, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that one. And I believe that will mean we should be pretty good with power. This is a mess, but we're switching off We're switching off. So let's see. If I go here, okay, that's our power. Ooh, it's bringing in a fair bit. That one is still quite heavily used. So that one's been switched off. Now, do we have power everywhere we wanted power? Ooh, this one. Where is it supposed to get its power from? It doesn't? Is that the answer? But that makes, oh well, it doesn't really matter. So these do all the tricks. So that one just never had power. But everything seems to have power. That probably never had power. Everything seems to have power. This doesn't, these I don't think ever had power. But all in all, pretty good. That never had power. So that's good. Now the question is, can we, this guy, pulling power into all of this, it's kind of getting power over there. Is that the end of this line? Oh, it's just loading the rail. That's what this is doing. Probably coming in this direction and getting power all the way that way. Now, let's see. If I switch off this power, so let's quickly do it. I'm going to do something else as well in this episode, by the way. I'm not just going to do this. So if I switch off this power here, all the way, switching it off, who is without power? Everybody still have power? That's getting very busy. There's no power. Oh, that's not even built. This has all got power. This has all got power. Oh, here we go. This section is then without power. So this, oh yes, there's some direct lines running directly from the power plant. Okay, so we should have additional power available over here. So that, ooh, and over here, we've also switched it off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of extra power station thingies. Substations is the answer. So I'm going to grab a substation over here. Oof. All the way. These guys I think are okay. Can I do, okay, so we'll do one of them in that spot, and then we'll try and get another, and there's some stuff here too. Where did these guys come from? I'm not too sure where they come from, but the other piece that needs a little bit of attention is maybe another kind of power substation in this area. I think that'll kind of sort out our power. We'll do another over there, and we'll build those. Those are we're just going to build. Just going to build that, and let's run a little bit of power. I think this power runs all the way from one of our nuclear power plants. So let's see about, well, actually, we'll get one to run up there and pay for that, and the other one, well, the question is, can we just run it from this side? Is it feeding from there? No. Where is it feeding from? Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. I think that's still feeding from that other side. These, I'm pretty comfortable, are in fact coming from, look at all of this stuff. So we need to, actually, let's bring it up there, run it alongside the road here, run it through here, up this road section, all the way up here. Where is it? Yeah, down the road section over this side, and cut across and do it, and we'll build that. Now, with that power plant closed, I think we should have it all sorted. Yeah, these doesn't have power in them. Ooh, there's one here that is gonna need some power. This has power. Not sure where this power comes from. This never had power. So there's a little bit of power that's still required in this little stretch here. So we can bring another one in, probably in this area, and that should be able to cover well. Somewhere over here is what we're going to need. One more. I think that's going to be just fine. I'm going to go and pay for that little section, and let's get one more line coming in through here. This is a bit messy. Actually, we'll run it straight through this side. Get it in there, and pay for that. And now, I believe we should be all good with our power. So all of this should be powered. Excellent. I'm hoping that'll work. And that means we've switched off our two coal-fired power plants. This one never had any. I probably need some more trees in this location. Let's do it while we're here. Not poplars. We would like the pines. Give it a bit of a round of trees there. Zoom out. Ooh, zoom in. There we go. Get some more trees planted. That would be good. Where else do we have? So there we go, guys. We're going green. Well, somewhat green. It's just a little bit of solidarity with what's going on in Glasgow at the moment. It's a little bit of fun. Nothing more than that. Now, where do we still have some trees? Over here, let's fill this area up a little bit so we get some more trees planted. And we have another tree area. I think those are the only ones. And then the other one is down here at Ultima Grad. So we'll quickly have a look at that location. And then we're going to get going on the last piece of this playthrough. Traffic? Yeah, traffic is still a challenge. Let's get some more trees planted over there just for good measure. I don't think we'll run out in this location, but it should be okay. Oh, we had a little bit of trees over here also. Here we have some trees, so let's fill this up also. Add some more trees in here. That's good. Okay, now, what are we doing in this episode? And I'm gonna pause it from time to time. I think things are going pretty well. Our population should now grow. We need more places for people to live. There's a lot of unemployment, and we had a little bit of a slump. Ooh, immediately the pollution has dropped. We'll keep an eye on that. We had a bit of a slump. A lot of people died during winter because we ran out of coal in a few locations. So I did change my coal distribution to ensure that our coal distribution from this side always collects from this area, which is now very good because now we're not using this coal for anything apart from this heating. These two don't use coal anymore. So we'll do that. So I'm thinking we shouldn't have coal problems again going forward. Let's have a quick look at this. Oh, food is looking brilliant. Alcohol is good. Clothing is good. Electronics is good. Chemicals good. Fabrics, never quite had a lot of fabrics over here. Electronic components are good. Mechanical components are good. Plastics are holding on. So, oh, look at this. This thing is fully loaded. I mean, look at all of this stuff. Look at that amount of food that we're going to export. Lots of alcohol, lots of electronic components, chemicals, mechanical components, lots of electronics, lots of clothing. We are... Oh, look at that. And for the first time, we're actually starting to see the harbor ready and filling up. And look how big... look at the fill up over there for the container terminal. What is it? Container loading facility. Oh, look at that. Tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. I like it. I really like it. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. We should have another... Excuse me. We should have another boat ready. Yes, excellent. Another boat ready. Now the question is, I think I'll do 2 more hopper boats. So let's grab 2 more hopper ships. And just the smaller variety is not too bad. So I'm going to grab this guy. Can we assign it? Yeah, we can assign it. So let's assign it a route. It's going to make its way to our loading facility somewhere in this vicinity. Yes, here we go. So you're going to make your way over here. You're going to load iron ore, and you're going to come and drop off the iron ore in this location. So, and I don't think, anyway, we'll see how that goes. So once you, can we say what you're going to load though? Not yet. Let's actually make a start. So now that we've made a start, now we'll say you are going to load iron ore, and you're going to unload iron ore, right? So now we've got an iron ore hopper ship ready to go. This guy is filled up with bauxite. Yeah, unfortunately, this setup is not as high capacity as we would have liked, but it's not bad either. So we've got an extra hopper ship running through there now. That should be good. How much of this power is being created? Lots of nuclear fuel available. And we're only doing like half of the capacity of this facility. And I believe we are exporting a fair bit at the same time. Now, the next piece, the last piece of the puzzle is going to be planning out our final city. So, yes, you guys overwhelmingly said, please go up to 250k. And I think we're going to give it a shot, though. Noting the level of FPS frame drops that we're seeing over here, we may not actually get to the end of that. So what I'm going to do in this episode, I'm going to show you how to connect your new city to your existing road network in an efficient way. So we'll talk through those kind of things in just a bit. There's a few spots that I would like to tie into, and I'll talk as to why we're going to do that. I just want to have a quick another look down here. And I thought what we should probably do is add a little bit more. There's lots of workers available over here. Let's quickly go. Let's add a few more buildings for construction. Though I don't think we're constructing them quick enough. There's a ton more over here. Let's add a few more, just so that this thing continues to do its job. So we would like some more residential buildings, and I'm doing a couple of the big ones. So if I grab this guy, right? So we can do one of them. Actually, let's do one like this. I think that's actually not too bad over there. We're all doing a new shopping area. There's a hospital here. There's a school coming up on that side. Can we squeeze one in on this side? We can. Actually, that might be pretty good. So if I kind of pull it back all the way. The problem is we don't have a bus station or the likes over here. It's not really that important at this time. Maybe these are too big. Maybe they are too big. I'm a little worried about the ones that actually take 500 people. These are a little tall. We could try and get these ones. I don't have them favorited. So let's go to residential and try and find them. They are these guys over here. These. We have yeah, this is the one. So let's put that one on our favorites. We'll pop in here and we'll grab. It's this one. It's the same as the ones that's already down here. So what I'm thinking is, oh, it's not the same. It's a slightly different variety. I like giving it a little bit of an angle though. So let's run them down this pathway at a bit of an angle. So something like that. Pretty tight. Yeah, it could probably be a little neater from my side, but I don't mind it too much. What we could do is now, we do this. I think that's okay. We don't need more than that. We'll fill in something else in this location. I think that's going to be just fine. Is there anything else? Slightly smaller, not really. These are all super massive. These guys do just 120. Let's see about a few of them. Yeah, in this area. So we don't want to overwhelm the existing buildings. So let's just do a couple of them right there. We could get another one in over here, but I don't think it's required. So that's it. That's pretty good. I'm going to leave it as that. We're going to run this path up here, tie it in. There we go, something to that effect. At the same time, we will run a little path up there. We'll get another path to come through these two buildings here, and we'll tie them in like such. There we go. I'm paying for the paths. The paths I'm paying for, the rest will leave. Now let's see about running this path down through here. It actually works. I'm gonna do up to about that much. We'll run that into that location, and at the same time we'll see if we can't. Can we? Yeah, potentially it's not really gonna work. If we do this, can we tie in at all? We can't. So what I'm gonna have to do is gonna tie in through that section, and then this one is tying in on over here and over there, and like so. We'll run some of these paths up here. So something like this. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's bring this a little back, and we'll finish that one off like so. And that should give us all the accessibility that we need. We'll tie that in here. We'll tie that over there. We'll get these to tie in a few locations. This guy can tie in to that side. And there we go. We'll pay again. We'll pay for the path. So now there's a fair bit more construction going on. All of this will have people living in them. We need to, once this shopping area is built, we need to make sure that that is sorted out quite nicely. We have shopping over here, so these guys should be able to make their way to shopping. They just don't have a job, but they have everything else they need. So jobs, I don't worry too much about. We're going to run out of jobs anyway. Oh, there's one more thing. I did get a new modded TV station, I think. So if I go to... Where is it? Where would I find a TV station? Can't be under cinema, can it? I think this stuff is moved on a little bit. It's changed the categories a little. Train depot, technical services, university, ship dock, secret police. Really, where is it? Infrastructure element. That's an interesting one. Parking lots. So that is changing a tad. So under cinema, do we have TV stations here? Oh, we have the Philharmonic. Ooh, we can build a Philharmonic on this side. Wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's place that in there. We'll get the Philharmonic built. No TV stations here though, right? Public theater, all these kind of things. Cargo station, broadcasting. That's where it's at. Television station, radio station, People's Broadcasting Services. Let's put that in there, and we'll get, I think this is our newest television station, so we'll get that one in there. Actually, let's get all of them. There's so few, we may as well have them all under broadcasting. So if we go here now to broadcasting, that's a city hall. It should be under, here we go. So a television station. Here we go. What's the other option? Yeah, I think I've already built one of those. And that's just the standard television station. Under radio station, People's Broadcasting. Ooh, I like that. Again, it's pretty good to have it in this location. Oh, you know what would be cool? If we could squeeze it in here. Why is it? Because that would make so much sense, considering it's got a bit of a wedge going on there. There we go. I don't mind it. Let's build that one over there. I think that's going to look pretty good. Now, let's get the road connection all sorted out. It seems to be a bit of a one-way setup, so we'll do something like this. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that, and we'll see how the rest goes. So there we go. So there's a few more job opportunities in this general location over here. Lots of construction going on in this spot. Now, the next thing is going to plan out where we're going to go. So in the last episode we did, or in the previous episode before that, we started talking about, let me open this up and I'll extend this a little bit. We talked about a facility in this area, a new town or new city in this area. Then that's the final quadrant, right? So this is so each of the quadrants have a pretty big city. So Irinsky in this southwest quadrant over here. And then the southeast quadrant is Ultimagrad, and Sisbendigrad is in the northeast quadrant. And then we have one more city to come in over here in the northwest quadrant. And so what we're going to do with regards to connections. Now, we would like, so ultimately getting from Ultimagrad to our new town, and if you want to name our new town, that's going to go in here, and it's going to be a mining town. There's going to be some significant mining happening on this hill, if the autosave done. So on that hill, we've got coal, lots of coal. We've got iron. We've even got some oil spots we can tap. And we've got uranium, no bauxite, of course. I did build the bauxite here, but we've never actually went for bauxite. We're just importing our bauxite. I think it's completely realistic that we don't have all of our stuff available everywhere. But we have filled this map pretty well. There's still plenty of open spaces available, but we filled it up pretty well. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that we've got pretty direct access from all of our cities. So over here, we've got Irinsky and Durbansk, and I would like to have a direct connection. So I think a bridge somewhere over here will have a direct connection from these cities. Then from Sisbendi, I think the best spot will be for us to get a bit of an interchange going on over here, and we run a little bit of a road connection through there. But then obviously, if we wanted to make it work from Ultimagrad, the best course of action is going to be along the highway up here. And so I'm thinking we extend the main connection as a highway connection up there to that area. And that is the planning for the connectivity of our new city. So let's have a look at what that means to us. So this is going to be the view that I'm predominantly going to be using for these kind of connections. So if we have a look here, trying to get it up high and across is probably the best thing for us. So we may use a little bit more. So this area with a crossover over there seems to be okay. The other option is a crossover in this location. But I'm not sure it's going to work really well. So if we go, we could even run this up a little bit more and have a slightly different style of connection for the bridge. So let's start that one off. So let's get ourselves the terrain tools going on. And you know what? I may actually get rid of this section of road. So let's do that first. I'm going to get rid of this section of road through here. Okay. I'll rebuild. I don't think we actually use this road though. Let's up to about there. Now, what the intent will be is we'll wrap that road through this area. So if we go, and we don't have excavators in this location. So what I'll do is I will switch on the rubles. So we'll use the rubles for excavating. Well, we'll build this piece anyway. So Okay, that's a little extreme. Now we'll just run it up here. And there we go. So that's now the road has now been diverted along the mountainside. And what we'll now use this area to kind of get ourselves a bit of a big bridge connection going on. We ultimately need some rail connections to the other side also. So we'll have to bear that in mind. So, but the way I like doing it is by, in fact, raising our terrain. So we've got a nice high we'll have to sort out what that looks like from the other side. So with that height, yeah, that's an awesome height. So let's see what we can do on this side in terms of matching that height. Is that about the same height? I think the measuring tool will actually tell us. So let's do that. We've got the measuring tool here. If I go that spot, that height is 35 meters over here. And over on this side, it's 40. So we need an extra 10 meters in this location. So let's just close it out. And we'll go an extra 10 meters. So I believe that means it's another 2 of these big lines. Let's just do that. So there's 1. There's 2. So now I think we should have approximately the same height on this side. Not quite. We need one more line. I think. That's good. I mean, the measuring tool really makes for some good stuff. It makes it so much easier to deal with this stuff. Now it should be in the right spot, right? 44 meters. So that is about the same height. Now what I'll do is we will make sure to kind of level it out. So level from... How are we going to do this? I'm just going to say level the average. Level from the center. No, level the average. So we're going to make it slightly smaller. Well, a little bit. Yeah, that's not the right tool for the job. You know what I'll do? I'll just run... I'll just do it naturally ourselves. Yes, we want them to be on the yellow side of things. If we do that... I think that'll work. I think that's a pretty good... There we go. That should work. Now what I'll do is I'll smooth it out a little bit. There we go. Nice. That seems like quite a substantial piece of infrastructure that we'll be building over here. And now, on this side, I want to do a very similar thing. So if we do something like this. And now we'll smooth it out. I think that will work quite nicely. So now we've planned out some of this stuff around here. So that should give us our bridge connection to cut across on that side. Excellent. I like the idea of this. So let's pause it while we quickly do the bridge. And I'm kind of tempted to not do the standard. Let's see what other kind of fancy bridges we can do. What else do we have? We've got this one, that one. That build a tide. What, a tide? arch bridge or a truss bridge. What is that? That's just a steel bridge with trolley. Oh, that's not really what I'm after. I don't want the trolley. Oh, and you've got, of course, the arch bridges. Let's quickly have a look at what this would look like. So if we do that, oh man, look at that size. Kind of tempted to... Yeah, if we do something like this, I think that's going to be way more appropriate. But that's a slightly more substantial piece of infrastructure. Let's quickly have a look at the other styles. So if I go this one, and we bring that... Oh, that's even better. It's a substantial bridge. That is a substantial bridge. Current height is at 46 meters. It should work really well. Now let's do... I just want to have a look at this guy. Yeah, I like the others. I like the others a little better. So let's go with... well, we can do one of each, to be honest. Let's go with this one. Pretty substantial one. We do a little something like this. Oh, hang on. I don't want to actually pay for it. So let's switch that off. While we... If I go over here on this side, right? I think that should do the trick. So let's put that in. There we go. And now we should be able to... run this down here quite easily. There we go. So that's the one road connection. This side should also be quite easy to run down here. Oh, look at that. There we go, guys. Look at that bridge infrastructure right over there. Now we are heading towards this area. So the plan will be to have this road do a little something like this. Ooh, not that. This is a major distance from where we were at. Let's see, where am I now? This is where this city is coming into this area. My goodness, this is substantial. It's a substantial distance to be traveling. So I'm happy to run it on the side of the hill, and that's kind of where we're going to go with it. It'll take ages to build that, by the way. Okay, that's the first connection, and that provides direct access from Durbansk and Irinsky, even though it's massively long distances to travel to that side. I'm not sure it's going to work really well. Now, the next piece that I want to do is tie in a bit of an interchange over here and run it off into that direction with another pretty substantial bridge connection that we'll be building over there. This is also where we'll have to get a rail connection tied in. So we'll have to keep an eye out how we're going to do that. Now, what kinds of, and because I've got this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move. Can I move this to the other side? Shall we run it through? Yes, that's what we'll do. I'm definitely going to put these back though. Please close that off. We'll leave it up to about there. Yes, there we go. So let's quickly squeeze in this one. There we go. So now we've got that back in there, and I definitely want us to build that so we make sure we don't lose our power too substantially. So just a short duration of power outage in that general area. Now, I'll pause it again and we'll quickly have a look at what we're going to do here with regards to our interchange. So we definitely want get our road connections going on. So off of here, I think in that if we do something like this, right? So we start pulling it off into that direction. Let me just zoom out to see where I'm heading. Okay, so something like this as a starting point, getting off on that side. Now, what we could do... Okay, you know what? We could run a little bit of a bridge over this area. So this guy actually comes through this way, ties that in. And then from that side, yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to demolish some of this. So sorry, I'm going to pull that back again. And then... actually going to pull both of these. So we'll probably need to move them apart a little bit. So now let's have a look. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on. Actually, now we probably don't need the rubles, but let's see what we can do. Yeah, so we can. Mind building it out into that area. We'll have to see what we can do here. So on the one hand, you want to raise the one side, but not necessarily the other side. You don't mind raising it to this side, but you want it pretty tight on the side of this carriageway. The question is really, what can we now do with this? Now that we've got that in place, what can we do with it? I think that will work pretty nicely. What do we have here? We've got a one. Which is it? Oh, actually, it's not the same one. So we need to bring this one up a little more, I think. Okay, something like that. So let's quickly have a look at our measuring tool. That's 30 meters. That is 33 meters. So this one probably needs to come up just a tad more. Oops. Can I get it to come up just a little bit more? All the measurements. Now we can see. So that's now 31 meters, 33 meters. I think that should be okay. And down here is 25 meters. So it's not quite enough. So let's try and sort it out over here a little bit more. If we do something like that, now we should 31, 21, 33. I think all in all that should work. Now what we need to do is get sections of road there and there, and now we'll get our twisty bridge component. Ooh, I think that would work, though. If we get the road down here first, yeah, let's do that first. So let's clear that. I'm gonna trim that back on that side, so we'll just start it over here. And what I'm going to try and do is, well, let's see about, so if we're trying to tie this in, oh, look at that. So now, question is, can we get... Ah, you know what? We could do a 3-level. I'm just kind of interested in that now. Now I'm super interested in doing a 3rd level here. Oh man, that's starting to be really an interesting option for us. So if I do... So in order to do a 3rd level, man... Okay, hang on. I'm not too sure how feasible some of this stuff is, but I'm very keen on trying a 3rd level here. So for the 3rd level, it means that we need another bridge structure of some sort in this location. So what is our level up here? That's 20, 23, 25. So we would need this to be at like 13. Let's see what we can do. So where is that level at now? Ooh, maybe a little bit more. Should be able to pull this off, actually. This is going to be awesome if we get this to work. Okay, now, is that going to be... Oof, not quite. Let's try it. There we go. That might do the trick. Almost there. Now look at that. This is an awesome view because it allows you to do all of this stuff. This should be around 13. Excellent. Now let's have a look at what we can do here. So if we go back to this, can we look at that? Now, okay, so we would like 2 pieces of road. Actually, the one could come off of... Oof. We would need an intersection on a bridge in order to make this work, though. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so let's try one there. And then we'll do something like that, see if that works. Now, if we bring... Come on, try that again. If we bring this guy... It's... Oh, I see what I've done. In order to get that guy to tie off, we will need to... Okay, hang on. I'm messing around with it a little bit more. So let's... Oh, I'm very keen. This I might actually just build all together. Now, let's get this leveling out again. I do like what we're able to achieve here. So if we push this back in there, we should be able to... Yes. Should be able to get this to work. Ah, I like it. What I would, however, do is just smooth this a little bit. So the intent here is that we will bridge across. So what is our levels? So over here we're 23. Over there we're up 25. Yeah, so something like that should work. Now let's try getting this guy as close as possible here. Something like that is about right. I'm gonna bring this guy as possible over there, and we'll... Oh, I need to bring it back just a little bit. We do that. It It should work. Look at that. It works, but unfortunately, I need that to be... Well, hang on. Hang on. I'm just thinking about this now. There's another option. If we do... Let's do that. If we do that, if we do a little loop here. All right. But unfortunately... I'm a little perplexed by this now. We could... The easiest way is for us to do... is to do this. Right? The easiest way is for us to do something like that. In which case you do this and you do that. All right? That's the easiest way. And then we've got this guy at a much higher level. But see, this is the thing. I'd rather we do something slightly different here. So I'm a little messing around with this as we go, but the intent is really that we create a nice little... You know what? We could also run... Let's try this. If we do... Oh, yeah, the third level could come off of this side. We give ourselves a little bit more room here. That'll work. It'll work. Let's trim that back a little bit. We get something off of here? We could. And then I'll trim this one back a little bit. Yeah, we'll just, we'll basically get that rejig to line up over there. Look at this. This is going to work. We'll tie that one in. Now, okay. What we need to do is I need to create a little bit more room right in here. So let's trim that back. And what I'm going to try and do is do a little bit more landscaping, smoothing probably in this location. Nah, it's not going to work. Doesn't want to do it when there's so much stuff already there. So let's get rid of these two. If I trim that back, that's okay. We'll leave that as is. Now, can we smoothen? I think we can. I think this could work. Can we level? There we go. There we go. And I think that'll still cut across here quite nicely. Now, is that sufficient? If we go off of there. Look at this. Look at this. Can we... You know what? Hang on. I don't think that's what I'm after. I need it a little up a little higher. So I'll have to... Actually, let's try... And we level average over here a little. So we're up on around that spot there. Yes. Something like that. So if I go and I grab the road connection, let's... Running that road connection down there, can we now bridge it across? Oh, we can. All we need to do though, I'm just thinking about it. Let's get rid of that one and try it from this side though. And let's get our snapping going on. Switch on snapping. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Now we can tie it back in. So this is coming in this way and that's coming out that way. So we'll have to see how we deal with that. Now let's quickly tie this in. I like it. I like it. Now from here, let's get another kind of bridge section over the top of all of this. Look at that. Look at that as an interchange, guys. Look at that. So now we're starting to get this to work. That's a pretty decent interchange. Now we just need to run one line down here and they to tie together over here. Yes, that's awesome. We'll get rid of this one. Something like this, and we'll tie it in. Come on. Where's it going to go? Ooh, we're practically done the end of this episode. My goodness. Now let's bring this one in. And again, what we'll need to do is... How did I get it off on that side? Actually, I got it to work pretty nicely on that side. Let's do... Switch off F4. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, autosave. And we'll tie that one. Oof. That's a little awkward. Let's fix that. Do that. We'll... Let's try that one more time. Don't want to snap it. It doesn't want to do anything, does it? Is there something there that'll work? There we go. That's the one. What I'll do is I'll run this one up here, and then what we'll ultimately do... There we go. That's it. And what we'll do is we'll switch on snapping again. And we'll do this. And we'll actually probably need to run a little smoother. Like so. And we started snapped over there. There we go. Now that's our awesome new road connection going to wherever. This is our new 3-level interchange. Oh, we're almost done. We're not quite there yet. I think this is the last piece of the puzzle. There we go. And there it is, a 3-level interchange. I'm going to pay for that. Let's just get rid of that one section that we don't going to need. Let's do that. I want to show off this piece of infrastructure. Glorious piece of infrastructure. Look at these levels, guys. Look at these levels. Look at that. An awesome interchange. So a 3-level interchange with no conflicting movements in the interchange. Just need to do our one-way connections. So let's quickly grab the one-ways. So we'll run that up here. Get our one-way connections going. This guy needs to be a one-way connection through there. Awesome. We'll get this piece going. Look at that. Look at that. On this side, we've got this massive structure going through here. And we'll run our one way up here. Awesome. And down underneath. And look at that. Okay. Switch off this. I want to show off this. Can we? There was a key to look at this. Look at that. So 3 different levels. It means we've got 1 level across. We've got a bit of a middle level over here, and then we've got a lower level at the bottom there. This one, it seems to have a little bit of clipping going on. Is that not quite? I think that's okay. But anyway, that is a 3-level interchange ready to go to our new city. That is an awesome piece of infrastructure, if I have to say so myself. Guys, so there we go, a 3-level interchange. And how you do it. So this piece needed a little bit of maneuvering right over here, but I'm quite happy we did that. So no conflict point over here, no conflict point over there. Lots and lots of levels. We'll get rail to probably come from that side. And what we can do now is plan out the rest of this piece going from here. So let's plan that out. Nothing is being built just yet. So I want to actually. We'll have to, so I'm not going to be able to do that in this episode. So in the next episode, what we'll do is we'll get an extra bridge planned out somewhere over here, probably through here, to be honest. This is not we could make use of something over here. Get a bridge connection over there for our highway connection. So what we'll do is we'll twist it in and get it across over this way. We'll need to do some more terraforming and landscaping for that. We'll need to see how we also get our rail to tie in. And to be honest, because we're so close to that, the bridge might rather... we need to do it somewhere in the middle here, so we've got a better access to our rail. So we might end up doing it somewhere in this location, tightening it up a little bit over there and getting it to do that. And then we need to do the on that side as also. Oh, guys, so there we go. That has been a pretty nice episode for me. At least I like doing stuff like this. So I'm very happy with this interchange. It means that it's yet another fancy interchange for us. So we've got this one, and we've got the clover over here. That's good. Got the clover. We've got a trumpet down there. So now we've got a 3-level, a trumpet, and a clover. We could have done a trumpet up there too, because you only have the 3 directions, but I do like the 3-level. So now, yeah, 3 different types of interchanges that you can use in workers and resources. And they might be a little unneat. They could be a little tidier, but I like it. Oh, look, we managed to save a tree over there. That's now really environmentally friendly, if I ever say so myself. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Bye-bye!